South Bend, Indiana, Texas A&M rearranged some furniture at Notre Dame Stadium on Saturday night, with head coach Mike Elko tossing in a light touchdown to the defense after a slow start. "I don't know what happened to the chair, but it probably didn't hold up," Elko said. Elko's team has proven to be much more resilient against the kind of teams it usually loses to. Texas A&M overcame 5 deficits to hold off number 8 Notre Dame 41-40, recording its first road win over an AP Top 10 opponent since 2014 at Auburn and its first road win over an AP Top 10 non-league opponent since 1979, number 6 Penn State. The 16th-ranked Aggies did so unexpectedly, overcoming repeated mistakes: a punt blocked and returned for a touchdown, an interception by Marcel Reed, poor third-down defense, and 13 penalties. On fourth down from Notre Dame's 11-yard line, Reed threw a touchdown pass to tight end Nat Bolkiger in the front corner of the end zone with 13 seconds left. Randy Bond's PAT sealed the victory. "Sometimes it's going to be like this. Sometimes it's going to be ugly," Elko said. "That's the door we had to break down. I don't think we're going to magically become a team where everything runs smoothly. We had to break down that door, and we did that tonight." The thrown chairs and broken doors left Texas A&M with an open window to advance to their first college football playoff appearance. The Aggies struggled to the end of Elko's first season, finishing 8-5, and entered this fall with questions, including Reed's ability to grow as a passer. Reed completed just 17 of 37 attempts Saturday, but averaged 21.2 yards per pass. Mario Craver, with 207 yards, is the first Texas player to surpass 200 receiving yards since Mike Evans in 2013. That narrative was never accurate. That narrative was one of the most unfair narratives. The guy was a top 10 returning QB who completed over 60% of his passes. The story just became that he couldn't bro. Elko thought Texas A&M could find space in Notre Dame's defense, and its receivers, namely Craver and Concepcion, repeatedly ran free. However, on the final fourth down, Bolkiger became the hero. Reed said the play was originally designed to go to Concepcion. Net was facing the linebacker one-on-one, so he threw the ball to him. "He's a big guy and he has great hands. I told him I loved him. He made a big catch for us." Moments before fourth down, Bolkiger told tight ends coach Christian Ellsworth that he had no doubt the Aggies would win. "The ball was in the air and I couldn't even see it in the light. I was blinded by the light. I saw it just before it got to my hands. It was showing right away." Elko and the Aggies understood the enormity of the game, facing a Notre Dame team that was obviously desperate to save their season. The Irish, who reached the CFP and national championship game after losing early last season to Northern Illinois, fell to 0-2 for the second time. The Irish currently have no ranked opponents on their schedule. The future is uncertain. I don't know what the playoff numbers are. It doesn't matter. We have to focus on getting better and getting ready for next week. Freeman said Notre Dame led most of the game and got a great performance from star running back Jeremiah Love. 94 rushing yards, 53 receiving yards, 2 total touchdowns, but struggled on defense, giving up 24 first downs and 488 yards. Freeman said he's not considering taking play calling responsibilities away from first-year defensive coordinator Chris Ash. At the end of the day, why aren't we performing the way we think we should and should be? We need to get answers to those questions. Texas A&M also needs to improve their execution in some areas, but answer the biggest questions at the last minute. It shows us that we can do it, that it's an obstacle, and we have to overcome that obstacle. They've been struggling a lot, and finally getting past them, I think, will give them confidence moving forward.